Week 12 of the NFL. And coming up is Jordan Brooks, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Seahawks and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Throwing to start the drive. Dorsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And going right back to Walker. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Dorsey. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process. Looking to throw. Dorsey. This one goes underneath to Walker. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Dorsey. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake. Dorsey. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Dorsey. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 1st and 10, Dorsey. That is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try for the first with Walker, and he will maneuver his way down about the 7. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Come on.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off play action. Dorsey. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. To throw on 2nd down. Dorsey finding Walker complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Operating from the gun. Dorsey. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And wins it.
On the stick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your firm sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
On first down, Dorsey. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down at 4. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Dorsey. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Come on. Hey.
Throwing to start the drive. Dorsey over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dorsey. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand.
Throwing to start the drive. Dorsey. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Dorsey. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
On the go.
Throwing after the interception. Dorsey. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun. Dorsey. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the move past the 40. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Walker diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation. They go play action here on first down. And Walker has it. He's got room at the 30. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football.
Throwing to start the drive. Dorsey. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Looking to throw on second down. Dorsey setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Okay, ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back.
Okay, break.
Throwing on first down. Dorsey. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, Dorsey. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Here we go, set.
Throwing to start the drive. Dorsey. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late, not in the lopsided game.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. No,
Throwing to start the drive. Dorsey. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. They set an ambitious goal going into the season. They said they wanted to win at least 12 games, and that prediction came true.
Typically, if you're talking about winning 12 games, you're stretching yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit because that's a lofty goal. But this team, up to the challenge, and now they move on.